Greetings, wrestling fans. Lord Henry's here for Crossfire Wrestling, and I'm at Bissell's Hideaway Resort in Ridgeville, Ontario. Just found myself a nice little inlet, a private spot to have lunch, but let me tell you, this place is great. They got a huge water park. They've got zip lines, rock climbing. You can rent cabins. I've got a great campsite just over there. That's absolutely incredible. But you know what else they've got pretty soon? They've got Crossfire Wrestling coming up this weekend, Saturday, August 22nd. And let me tell you, it's going to be one heck of a show. It's basically part of Crossfire's initiative to have all kinds of shows all over Ontario instead of just at the Meriton Centre in St. Catharines. And we had a show recently in Dunnville, Ontario that was absolutely off the hook with special guest star Jake the Snake Roberts. And let me tell you, all the members of Crossfire Wrestling were there, including this man, Tyler Turva, who just took a kick to the gut. He was there at the J. Moore Wrestling in Fort Erie, and he helped represent the honor of Crossfire Wrestling. There we see getting out of Cody Diener's patented DDT into a fireman's carry, wham, into the corner, and here we go, schoolboy roll-up from Cody Diener, and he gets the 3 count. You can see this match in its entirety on the Crossfire Wrestling YouTube page, but there we go, a very dubious victory for Cody Diener. As you can see, Jay Moore is not by the side of Cody Diener here as Crossfire was in Dunnville, Ontario. Well, there you go, guys. Great match. Cody Diener coming out with the win over Tyler Turva. But Cody was not the only member of the infamous 5 that showed up without Jay Moore. In fact, Jackson Jarvis seems to have taken it a step further. What with Jay Moore being banned from Crossfire and having his whole Jay Moore wrestling thing basically blow up in his face, Crossfire Wrestling, Team Crossfire sure took it to him all right. But it looks like the infamous 5 is crumbling right before our eyes, and Jackson Jarvis is looking for new representation. In fact, he came out to face the heart and soul of Crossfire Wrestling, Go Time Chris LaPlante, and his newest manager, it seems, was Gary Gambino. And it didn't work out for him. Let's take a look here. Jackson getting powder to the eyes here. And Chris LaPlante takes him down for the 1, 2, 3. Go Time Chris LaPlante taking the victory here when Crossfire was in Dunnville, Ontario. Well, there you go, guys. Powder in the eyes. Chris LaPlante coming out with the win there. And let me tell you, I don't think things are going to go too well with this partnership of Gary Gambino and Jackson Jarvis. And Go Time Chris LaPlante, he sure was happy with that win. But Jackson is looking for revenge. I had a chance to speak with him quickly at that show, and he was not happy with how things went down. But I was happy about one thing that went down. We crowned a brand new, in fact, the very first ever Crossfire Women's Wrestling Champion. It was Courtney Rush, somebody who, let me tell you, if you live in Ontario and you're a wrestling fan, you have heard of this lady. She is one of the premier lady athletes here in Ontario, and she took on a Crossfire staple, someone who's really been clawing and scratching to get to the top, and with a new attitude lately has been taking opponents out left, right, and center. It's Caitlin Diamond. Let's go check that out right now. All right, purists, here we go with Crossfire's first ever women's championship match. We're going to have a brand new champion at the end of this. Referee splitting that up. Courtney Rush there. We haven't seen her lately at Crossfire, and I'm not all that up on the complete history of Crossfire over the last 3-4 years. I don't know if Courtney Rush has been here before, but I sure know her reputation around Ontario and that nobody is more deserving of representing Crossfire or any organization as the women's champion like Courtney Rush. But Caitlin Diamond has been a staple here as of late, like I said earlier, clawing her way up the ladder, and now she's getting clawed right into the corner here by Miss Rush. And oh, nice turnaround. Oh, and a big slap to the face, and the audience appreciated that. And Caitlin very, very pleased with herself, and Courtney brushing that off. Whoa, big deep arm drag there. Oh yeah, is right. Looks like Caitlin Diamond came to walk out with this championship. Wow. Nice tight headlock there from the anti-diva. The confidence oozing off this woman, and this has been building over the last year or more, and it's really at its culmination here, and Diamond is just prepped and ready for something like a championship, and for this to have come along now for Crossfire's board of directors to create this title and put in the investment and the money, I mean, nobody is more primed and ready for this belt than Caitlin Diamond. But Courtney Rush
She is no pushover. She's a big, tough lady. Look at this. Wow, the blood rushing to the head and slamming Caitlin Diamond with ease. And there you go. Repayment for earlier, a big slap to the face. And Courtney Rush is looking to take this title. Believe me, a very proud Canadian woman. A very proud Canadian woman. A proponent of the sharpshooter, loves to use that move. Loves to use the F5. This woman will put you down and put you down hard. Caitlin Diamond taking her time, and I thought Courtney was going to go out after her, but no, she's saying, come on in, honey. Let's get this over with. I'm looking to kick some ass. And that's exactly, I think, why this match is happening here. Caitlin has proved herself. We have a very limited roster for the ladies here at Crossfire, and they were like, well, if we're going to put this title out there, let's bring in somebody, let's bring in a heavy. And Courtney Rush, Caitlin Diamond's going to have to prove herself here against a very seasoned competitor. And here we go, wham, right into the corner. Rocking Miss Diamond. It looks like she might be going all four corners here. That's going to be her intention. Wham again. Courtney Rush, all four corners. If this is a strap match, should be over here. Oh, wow. These ladies hit hard. Did you see how solid that forearm was? There was no Ric Flair chop in the corner. Well, nice monkey flip on the thighs. A little bit sloppy, but man, let me tell you, it still hurts. Opposite side. And dug in deep with that clothesline. Caitlin is going to be bruised and beaten after this match. Courtney Rush is solid and snug. There we go. Tell her, buddy. Shotgun off the rope there. Hot shot, sorry. Oh, wow. Showing the power herself there, Caitlin Diamond. Taking Courtney Rush right to the outside, and this is the Caitlin Diamond we've seen lately, the vicious woman. Double axe handle to the back, taking it outside. And this is what has brought her to the forefront of women's wrestling here in Ontario. And whoever wins this match, they're not going to have an easy roster to deal with. I mentioned that it was limited, but it does not mean it's limited in talent. I mean, Skylar Rose is looking to probably get her hands on this title for sure. You got women like Persephone Vice, who is nobody to turn your nose up at. She's bigger than Courtney Rush, and she's certainly got a lot of power, a lot of strength, a lot of speed, everything you want to see in a woman's athlete. And there's the attitude you want to see in a woman too. Another double axe handle, jaw-jacking with the crowd here. Caitlin Diamond, and digging in deep. And nobody, man or woman that I've seen lately, delivers a side Russian leg sweep as devastating as Caitlin Diamond. She delivered a side Russian to Skylar Rose a couple of months ago. I could have sworn I didn't think Skylar was going to get up for a week. And I'm sure we haven't actually seen her since that match. So Caitlin Diamond certainly digging in deep just like her opponent Courtney Rush does. These two ladies are hard hitting for sure. And Caitlin Diamond, I gotta say, has been in control for most of this match. Another deep forearm, Irish whip here. Oh, missing the drop kick that time. Here we go. It's the sharpshooter I was mentioning earlier. Courtney Rush is gonna flip her over. There we go. She's got it in deep, and Diamond's going to have to turn right around if she wants to get to the ropes. Maybe to the ropes to the side there by the ref. That's what she's going to go for. Sean Hubel's got some great photographic opportunities right there. You can see him in the background, and that's where, or he was in the background of where Caitlin should be trying to get to, and there she goes. Broken up, and both of these ladies quite winded, and we're only a few minutes into this match, maybe 4 or 5 minutes at most, and that tells you how much they are digging in with these shots. And another hot shot off the rope again. Courtney Rush not learning from her earlier experience. Big upward Asiatic thrust to the throat, and now a single leg drop kick, almost a sick kick style off the ropes, and another 2 count. You could have got her body weight across her there, Caitlin. You might have had a better shot at getting the 3 count. There we go, sit down camel clutch style here. She's got to splay her out and get her down on those thighs and really hyperextend that back. And I don't know how often you guys get into cat position, if anybody does yoga here, DDP yoga. But I mean, that cat position, if you don't do it regularly, if you're not limber, the stomach muscles really, really hurt. And that's what you really want to do here with the camel clutch, is the stomach, the back, the neck, it's everything. And Caitlin did not, get it on effectively enough, but certainly that was effective. Yanking Courtney Rush down by the hair, and now another maneuver. Caitlin's been working the back with double axe handles, the camel clutch, and now digging that knee into the middle of the back, the spine, and has certainly been working down her opponent here. Now Courtney in the ropes, and here very wisely scooting out of the ring here, but not all the way out. I would have gone to the floor, honey, and here you go again. All right, finally giving Caitlin Diamond a little bit of her own medicine there. A double clothesline in the center, both ladies down. There we go, a 1 count, the ref being very liberal here. Took his time starting, but he is at a nice pace though. I thought he was gonna really take his time, give these ladies a chance to recover, but he is not doing that. He's saying, get up, ladies. We're looking to crown a brand new, or the very first ever Crossfire Women's Heavyweight Champion. Whoa! Missing the clothesline into an exploder suplex. And Caitlin Diamond is rocking here. And Courtney Rush is the one rolling that rock. Wow, big suplex in the center. And Courtney Rush is feeling the energy from this modest crowd here in Dunnville, Ontario. Crossfire's first attempt to leave St. Catharines, and I gotta tell you, not a bad crowd for your first time here. We got about almost 100 people probably here in the Dunnville Arena spread out. It's a big, big place, so it makes it look like a small crowd, but this is a decent showing here for our first foray out of St. Catharines, and we're gonna crown a brand new women's champion right here, perhaps F5. That's what I would assume Courtney Rush is going for. She likes to use that move to put away her opponents, and both of these ladies are pretty much primed to be taken out right now. They are coming to the end of their candle. Another deep clothesline. Gonna flip her over again, camel clutch perhaps. Or no, we see this all the time, crossface from Caitlin Diamond. There we go, the crowd. Big Courtney Rush fan there in the crowd, trying to egg on her friend, her hero. There we go, come on Courtney, start moving. Getting up to her knees again. This woman has very powerful legs. Caitlin Diamond had trouble getting her splayed out in the camel clutch appropriately, and now there we go. She's not using her arms like most people with the crawl. She's using those big legs and powering herself to her feet. It's a very unique athlete, this. And here we go. Once again, using that leg strength. Oh, wow! Big F5, and Caitlin Diamond, enough awareness to crawl out of the ring, and I'm sure she's out there on the floor feeling it. But that's what makes a champion, and Courtney Rush going out after her. There's a smart move. These two ladies are really taking it to each other here. They're not giving each other any reprieve, any breathers, and neither was the referee. There we go, crawling her in, and right for the cover. Wow, a kick out, but a very weak kick out there, just rolling the shoulder. Caitlin Diamond almost done here. Here we go, Courtney Rush getting fired up here, and we could be seeing Courtney Rush is the first ever Crossfire Women's Heavyweight Champion. And there we slip in the fireman's carry into a schoolboy roll up here. Oh, wow, that's it! Oh, wow, how did I tell you, both of these ladies, very, very tired. I'm sure it is very hot here in the Dunnville Arena today. The lactic acid building up, and Courtney Rush could not kick out of that schoolboy roll-up. And there you hear Prieston Excentridius, the new Crossfire Women's Champion of the World.
Oh, hello, purists. I'm just here waking up at my campsite here at Bissell's Hideaway Resort, and believe me, I have had a fabulous time since I've been here, but I do believe when we left you last, we were crowning the very first ever Crossfire Women's Wrestling Champion, and congratulations to Caitlin Diamond. It sure is nice to wake up in a great family resort like this, but let me tell you, Crossfire Wrestling certainly had a wake-up call of our own. What with one of our first trips outside of St. Catharines, we learned very quickly that we were going to have better security. As even though a few matches in we were doing okay, eventually Jay Moore showed up. That's right, he showed up with most of the infamous five. And you know, these guys are just full of it. What with Tomer's lackey, Rabbi Ronnie, and Jay Moore himself, even when they're at half capacity, still looks like they're the infamous five. It's all just subterfuge with these guys, but believe me, it's all fallen apart beneath the feet of Jay Moore. But when they were out there giving heck to everybody in the crowd, our special guest, Jake the Snake Roberts, came out and gave Jay Moore and the rest of the five a real mouthful.
Jay, the last time I seen you, you had your pants down around your ankle. I mean, the only thing shorter than what you have in your pants is your memory.
Well, there you go, Jake the Snake getting right in the face of Jay Moore. And in the end run, he ended up challenging both Custom Ryan and Tomer Shalom to a tag team match, and his partner was going to be none other than Crossfire heavyweight champion Jeremy Elliott. Now, what with Rage already in the ring, we got straight to a match there. Rage was taking on a remarkable athlete, if there ever was one. It's the retro redneck himself, T-Rex Atkins.
All right, guys, here comes T-Rex Atkins. And believe me, he is not going to back down from Rob Rage at all. This is one tough SOB. And Rob Rage is bigger and probably badder. But they don't come much tougher and rugged than T-Rex Atkins. All right, here we go. It looks like it's going to be a very vocal match with both Jay Moore, there he is, and Rob Rage talking it up with the crowd. And T-Rex Atkins in the ring, 275 pounds against Rob Rage, 278 pounds. So not a big difference here. These guys very even in weight, but whoa, as you can see, most of Rage's weight is on his upper body. And unfortunately for Rex, his is a little more evenly dispersed around his body. But that doesn't mean Rex is any kind of a pushover. This is one tough guy, and I'm looking forward to this match. Oh, boy, come on. Let's turn off Jay Moore here. Oh, wow. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Rex putting that weight behind that. Oh, wow, slipping out of that into a headlock. Go behind there. Treating Rex Atkins like a schmuck. Oh, nice drop toe hold there from Rage. I mean, didn't exactly get it the way he wanted, but it certainly was effective, and I don't think anybody was expecting that, least of all Rex. Look, he looks pretty shocked, and I think everybody needs to watch out for Rob Rage. This guy is more than meets the eye. Every time I see him, he kind of surprises me in some fashion. And that might have been the biggest one ever. Opposite side reversal. There we go, that wasn't too smart. And whoa! Head first to the canvas like a basketball. And now rubbing his face on the concrete. Rex treating Rage just like he probably should, with no respect. You're not going to get any from the big man. Why show him any? And here we go, Jay Moore coming around to give a soother to his big baby. Oh! There we go. Rex stomping on the hand of big Rob Rage. And that's what you got to do, man. Go after the hands, go after the eyes. Do whatever you got to do, man. You can't train those eyes, and you probably can't train your fingers as much as you'd like to. At least not to defend yourself against a stomp like that. And ringing the arm here. Oh, Rage just yanking down on the tights. Kind of hot-shotting Rex on that middle row pretty violently, too, with the strength that Rage has. And now choking out Rage. Come on, ref, get him off of there. You're darn right, stay off the throat. And Jay Moore in the background. Referee getting him off there. That should have been a disqualification. What are you doing admonishing him? He's pretending like he was doing nothing in the background. Jay Moore is far too intimidating for all of the staff here. Sure, he looks skinny. He looks like he's nothing like a little dweeb, and believe me, he is. I know him on a personal level, but he has power, he has influence, and it's weird how somehow he seems to push his weight around even though he doesn't have any. All the weight he has is in his 5, and I guess with Rob Rage standing behind him, he can have a lot more influence than he probably would without him. And there we go. That's why Rob Rage taking 3 or 4 shots to the belly, but nothing. Rage always saying that he's everything and his opponents are nothing, but it's things like that that proves it to be true. You can give him everything you got, and it's nothing. You end up being nothing. There we go. This is the intimidation I'm talking about. And this referee is doing his best. Whoa! Rage not taking very kindly to that, but almost hit the referee, which would have been a big mistake here at Crossfire Wrestling. Frank Newman, the board of directors, do not take kindly to that. Come on, what's going on in the background there? Let me get a shot. I want to see what Jay Moore is up to. Oh, up to nothing good. Well, up to nothing good, of course, but up to nothing and good, thank God.
Give him another one. That's it.
Give him another one. Another exchange there from Rex that ended up doing nothing to the big man Rage. Big Hangman's neck breaker there, and it could be over, but no, Rex, like I said, a tough SOB. It is tough to keep him down, barely even a 2 count there. And there we go. This is classic Rage here, wrenching on the neck. This guy will rip your head right off. There we go. Jay Moore telling him to twist his head off.
Break his head off. Break it off. What do you say, Rick?
Rex has a pretty thick neck, big upper body. I'm not sure if this is really going to put him out, but it sure hurts. And there you go. Look at that, a knee to the back. Just grazing him, but with Rage's strength, right into your vertebrae. Look, and there you go. That's all it took. Rex back down, sitting flush. If Rage was to get up on both feet, really put his body weight down on Rex, he could probably force a submission here, but here we go, getting to his feet. Rex has been trying this a few times, but if memory serves, there we go, keep it up. Ah, see, Rage, so powerful in that midsection there. Backslide here, and Rage out. Probably not even from any technique of his own. Like I said, it is very hot here in the Dunnville Arena, and these men are covered in sweat. And a maneuver like a backslide there, it's hard to keep your opponent in it. And there we go, Rex I keep confusing Rex and Rage as hard with these 2 R names, but Rex Atkins really giving it to Rage right now. And in the corner. Getting the crowd behind him, Rex. Looks like he set him up for something here. Look, there's Jay Moore in the background grabbing the leg of Rex Atkins. Jay Moore saw what was going on. Rex took far too long trying to get the momentum of the crowd behind him, but here we go. Whoa, out of the way here, and oh! Wow! Big pounce from Rage, and that's got to be it. And it is. It's over. Nobody gets up from that. At least not so far. Ask Jeremy Elliott, ask Chief a Day. Right, another victory here at Crossfire for Rob Rage. Hopefully somebody's going to put this guy down soon. We saw him eliminated at the Jay Moore special, but that took a low blow for that to happen. Nobody has legally been able to take out Rage yet.
Look at Rexy Poo.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Rexy Poo.
An insult to injury here from Jay Moore, which is his MO. Same rhetoric from Rage time and time again, and from Jay Moore. All right, let's get out of here. I'm done with this. I've seen this guy flex enough for a lifetime, believe me.
Well, there you go, guys. Another victory for the infamous Five. Rage coming out with the victory over Rex there with the assistance, of course, of Jay Moore. And that was not the last time we saw him. He came out during our tag team main event, Jeremy Elliott and Jake the Snake Roberts, WWE Hall of Famer, against members of the infamous Five, Toma Shalom and Custom Marcus Ryan. Now, very soon, in a couple of short days, you'll be able to see that match in its entirety on the Crossfire Wrestling YouTube page, including all of the matches from today's review. But that was not the only tag team match that happened when we hit Dunnville. The tag team championship were on the line. Now, if you remember, Team Crossfire took on Jay Moore's infamous Five during the Jay Moore Wrestling Spectacular that happened in Fort Erie, and the Rochester Wrecking Crew, I don't know exactly what happened. They injured members of Revelation, and they were very smart. They've kept that injury really kind of quiet. I don't know exactly what happened, but they were replaced in the main event with old friends of Jay Moore's, the Piss Beaters. They were on Team Crossfire, and in the end run, they betrayed Team Crossfire. They tripped the leg of Crazy Steve, ended up getting him pinned, and almost cost Team Crossfire the victory. And let me tell you, Revelation was not pleased that their appointed replacement were the people that almost cost Team Crossfire the victory, and it was the Piss Beaters against Revelation in our main event here on the review for the Crossfire Tag Team Championships.
Give it to him,
All right, there's our official bell here for our main event on the review. It's for the Crossfire Tag Team Championships, and it's Revelation against the Piss Beaters, former Tag Team Champions here at Crossfire. There we go, Jake O'Reilly pushed off and right into the tag to Anthony Darko. Everybody yelling Magic Mike here.
Listen, Mustache, I'm not playing your games today. I'm not taking you home no matter what you say.
Here we go, collar and elbow, pretty much center of the ring here. Oh, I was going to say, if I was Darko, I wouldn't want to match strength with a guy like Scourge. But side headlock there with authority. And, oh, that was with authority. Did you see that Irish whip? Pushed him off like a ragdoll, and Darko certainly feeling it. And the same thing for O'Reilly, big shoulder. Both of these guys trying to test Scourge here, and he has the size to pass that test. Speaking of size, we got to pan over to Ruin on the outside. This is without a doubt, the biggest man on the Crossfire roster, this guy. Check out the size of that behemoth on the apron.
Muscle guys, how about a push-up contest?
Yeah, that's right. Come on, push-up contest.
You folks want to see a push-up?
Push-up contest. Well, funny enough, as a man of small stature myself, I can tell you that push-ups and chin-ups and upper body stuff like that are body weight related are actually quite easy for someone like Anthony Darko or someone like myself. We have very little body weight to move around in general. But for someone like Ruin or Scourge, push-ups or chin-ups are something that would take a lot out of you, and you would certainly most likely not be able to do at that pace and keep it up for a long time. So this is not something that's going to take a lot out of Mr. Darko, but if Scourge was to try and throw off 20 push-ups in 20 seconds, that would probably take a lot out of him.
20 push-ups from a stick figure. That was fantastic.
Well, we can hear Ruin on the outside there near our microphones making fun of Mr. Darko, but this also isn't very smart to turn your back on. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was going to say. These guys aren't exactly, we've already seen them betray Team Crossfire the first time they've returned here since, I would assume since being champions. I don't know how many matches they had after losing the belt. I am not up on all of the history of Crossfire and every single match. And whoa, boy, look at the power. That is twice now that Anthony Darko has basically ragdolled under the strength of Revelation Scourge. Jake O'Reilly, who could technically be considered the big man of his team, calling out the big man of Revelation here, Revelation Ruin, who is well known for ruining a lot of people.
Come on, Ruin.
Hey, he's going to slam you. I'm going to slam you. I'm going to slam you.
You're going to slam Ruin. It's going to ruin you. Jake O'Reilly here making bets with people in the audience, $5 that he can slam Revelation Ruin here. And not even close. I don't even think he got his feet off the ground. Firing himself up. Here we go. He's going to try it again. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I would have done that the first time. Screw this nonsense. This is a tag team championship match here, and the Piss Beaters are no rookies. They are veterans. All of this slapstick routine that they're up to here is just to put you off guard. These are two mean and vicious men, and as soon as you're not paying attention, they're going to take out your knee. They're going to take you in the throat. They're going to do something to put a big man like Ruin down, and they're going to try and get their hands on the Crossfire Tag Team Championships, believe me. Ruin likes to have a good time. I've seen this guy at the bar. He likes to party. He likes to laugh, as you can see right there, which is probably why he is having a good time here with the Piss Beaters. Oh, but this is not smart, and there you go. Oh, wow, I don't know how far Anthony Darko's going to get with this suplex attempt. Here we go, double suplex. The Piss Beaters are probably going to get Ruin over here. Oh, wow, Ruin just, wow, tossing Jake O'Reilly like he's nothing like garbage and then powering up Anthony Darko for a vertical suplex. Now that is serious strength. Oh. Stepping right on the midsection, Andre the Giant styles. Here we go. We've seen this from Ruin before. The big knees. Oh! And Darko tried to roll out of the way, but Ruin basically aimed right for him, saw it, and crushed his spine, but it looks like he might have hurt himself there as well. Must have jammed his knee or something. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, all this playing around. And something like this happens, and the Piss Beaters are going to take you down and become the new tag team champions here at Crossfire.
Yeah! Hey, come on, come on! Get him out of there!
Yeah, Scourge taking exception to that, and the ref taking exception to being pushed as well. The referees here at Crossfire have proven to be very rowdy, and are not taking a lot of crap here from guys. There we go, figure four leg lock, and this does not spell good news for Revelation here. What was originally a very jovial and fun match has turned very dark very quickly, and we could be looking at some permanent injury here. Come on, the big man, he's got a lot of weight if he can roll over. Come on, there we go, but he's got to roll onto, that must have been painful, onto that knee that is hurting him. And they're an immediate tag from the veterans, the Piss Beaters. Smart move here. Revelation have only had one official tag this entire match. The Piss Beaters have been in and out like crazy. And there we go, digging in on Ruin with the kicks there. Pushed into the corner, and there we go, another official tag. And there we go, finally, here comes Scourge. Wham! And wham! The Piss Beaters being treated like rag dolls to both sides of the ring. Revelation Scourge definitely bigger than both men and having no trouble taking them both out. Anthony Darko to his feet. Watch yourself here, Scourge. Ruin warning him. To the outside, I think we can all see what's about to probably happen here. Oh, boy. Oh, no, give me a break here. A 69 sandwich here for the Piss Beaters. And there we go, Jake O'Reilly reeling probably from the smell. I know, that's kind of gross, but still. Oh, big splash. And that's from the smaller member. Oh, boy, huge splash. It doesn't even bother rolling off. Looks like he changed his mind. That was enough to put away the Piss Beaters. And there we go. Looks like Ruin certainly is hurting. Must have jammed his knee on that double knee drop from the Vader splash.
The count of 3 at 7 minutes and 45 seconds for your winners. And still, Crossfire Tag Team Champions.
You know what, a fun match. And Revelation still the Crossfire Tag Team Champions of the world.
All right, guys, there you go. Revelation, still the Crossfire Tag Team Champions. And let me tell you, there certainly is a fire brewing here at Crossfire. Something's got to give with Jay Moore and the Infamous Five and the Crossfire organization itself. We're going to see what happens in the future. But I am having a fabulous time here at Bissell's Hideaway Resort. You should join us Saturday, August 22nd, this weekend coming up, where we're going to have another Crossfire show. It's going to be completely off the hook. You should make sure you're there. I'm certainly going to be there. I'm not going anywhere. Thanks for joining us here on The Review.